After His Majesty entrusted Catherine and me with the royal finances, we identified serious concerns regarding Mrs. Annabel Elliot. An investigation is underway. Misuse of royal assets will be met with full accountability, regardless of family ties.
Princess Anne and the Princess of Wales, Catherine, have formally barred Queen Camilla's sibling Annabel following a thorough investigation into alleged improper handling of resources. Renowned for her steadfast determination, Princess Anne, alongside Catherine's composed elegance, were tasked by King Charles III to supervise specific royal monetary affairs during his medical issues. Their examination revealed discrepancies linked to Annabel Elliot, Camilla's younger sister, who had enjoyed a favoured role in the Duchy of Cornwall's activities for years. The atmosphere in the royal office became charged with unease as records were meticulously reviewed, exposing disbursements over almost 20 years. Annabel, a skilled decorator, was hired for projects on duchy estates, such as vacation homes and administrative spaces, after Camilla wed the former Prince Charles in 2005. What started as a family-based setup grew into agreements valued at substantial sums, with yearly compensations and refunds listed in formal ledgers. However, doubts emerged. Were these deals conducted impartially? Had open bidding processes been skipped? The Duchy's combined yearly summary for July 2024 indicated zero disbursements to Annabel in the 2023-2024 timeframe, signifying her complete removal from royal holdings. Insiders near the royal residence suggested this action resulted from an evaluation started when Prince William took charge of the duchy after his father's coronation. Nevertheless, Anne and Catherine's participation introduced additional complexity as they advocated for openness in royal budgeting. In a recorded message shared via authorized platforms, Princess Anne tackled the issue bluntly. Following His Majesty's assignment of royal budgeting to Catherine and myself, we detected major issues concerning Mrs. Annabel Elliot. Any improper use of royal resources will face complete consequences, irrespective of kinship. The short, firm video spread rapidly online, gaining countless views and igniting discussions on favoritism in the crown. To appreciate the seriousness, note the duchy's extensive assets, more than 130,000 acres yielding over £20 million in yearly income. Annabel's duties included procuring decor and managing upgrades, with amounts like £19,625 in charges and £12,360 for acquisitions in a documented interval. Although royal aides claimed these were valid, detractors highlighted the absence of competitive offers, as covered by the Telegraph and Daily Mail. This ban was more than bureaucratic. It represented a push for contemporary practices, mirroring wider changes under William's direction. As precipitation hammered against the royal pains, the choice exemplified shifting crown focuses, where even blood relations defer to financial honesty. In the core administrative hub of the Duchy of Cornwall, an emblem of regal prosperity and management, frictions had brewed for ages. The handover from King Charles to Prince William in September 2022 introduced new perspectives on enduring deals. William, acquiring a property worth over £1 billion, emphasised productivity and clarity, initiating inspections that uncovered tiers of past agreements. Annabel Elliot's participation faced intense examination, not as an abrupt discovery, but within a full-scale assessment. Past logs from the Duchy's yearly summaries depict ongoing involvement. Starting in 2005, Annabel's business managed aesthetic enhancements for sites like Restormel Manor and rental properties in Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. Disbursements, revealed openly, varied from thousands to much larger figures across the period, all presented as standard operations. Still, concerns peaked in 2023 amid legislative inquiries, noting no rival bids as documented by The Guardian. A lawmaker asked if such relative-based deals met openness criteria for Crown properties. Princess Anne's contribution to this analysis was crucial. As a high-ranking royal noted for practicality, she participated in budgeting review groups, leveraging her skills from overseeing Gatcombe Park. Catherine added a fresh viewpoint, shaped by her efforts in youth development programs, stressing moral financing. Jointly, they created a pair assigned by Charles amid his 2024 cancer care, according to updates to The Times. Their combined evaluation, per informants, identified possible clashes of interest, where Annabel's closeness to Camilla could have swayed contract assignments. Additional insights come from Crown life stories and disclosures. In Valentine Lowe's 2022 book, Quo City, the book Courtiers, faint suggestions of inner workings imply Camilla's reach extended to property issues during Charles's time as Duke. Annabel, portrayed as a gifted stylist with accolades from elite London ventures, gained from this. But by 2024, under William's guidance, the story changed. That year's Duchy summary reported no outstanding amounts to her, affirming the termination of her role. This wasn't hasty. It came after extended talks with legal experts from outfits like Farrer & Co., guaranteeing adherence to UK non-profit and property regulations. The notion of major issues in Anne's declaration probably alluded to cost-effectiveness evaluations. Inspections, as outlined in monetary reveals, doubted if similar offerings could be obtained more affordably in-house or through bids. No direct misconduct was claimed, but the appearance of partiality drove the verdict. As a confidant shared with Vanity Fair in 2024, the Crown needs to progress past relative perks. This escalation highlighted a larger motif, the clash between heritage and responsibility in an organisation under public funding watch. Central to the ban were complex monetary connections linking Annabel Elliot to the Crown property. Camilla, as Duchess of Cornwall and subsequently Queen, apparently promoted her sister's skills, embedding her in duchy functions after 2005. This setup led Annabel's enterprise, Annabel Elliot Limited, located in Dorset, to secure jobs for outfitting and adorning sites that produced lease earnings for the duchy. In-depth ledgers from 2005 to 2023 show total payouts surpassing £400,000 per breakdowns by The Telegraph. For example, in the 2021-2022 budget year, charges reached about £80,000, encompassing styles for leisure lodgings and the Duchy Garden Centre. These were compensated at standard rates, royal informants maintained, with bills checked by property overseers. Yet, the missing external rivalry triggered alerts under management norms in the 1961 Crown Estate Law, which stresses wise oversight. The idea of diverted resources arises not from confirmed wrongdoing, but from views of unfair gain. Skeptics, including Crown observers on sites like Reddit's Royals Gossip, discussed if these figures showed effective resource allocation. A 2024 discussion chain collected numerous responses, with participants referencing data access demands that indicated no bidding for Annabel's deals. This encouraged tales of bias, particularly with Camilla's status providing her unofficial control over property choices in Charles's period. Princess Anne and Catherine's directive for removal, as described in leaked internal notes to media, sought to cut these links. The substantial penalty element connects to likely outcomes under UK revenue and non-profit rules. Although no legal accusations appeared, August 2024 stories from the Daily Mail implied Annabel encountered backward checks by HM Revenue and Customs, possibly resulting in sanctions for any unreported perks. Projections estimated fines at up to 20% of contested sums, though verified details stayed scarce. For more clarity, Crown budgeting functions under review by the National Audit Office. The Duchy's private status frees it from total open revelation, but optional summaries since 2013 have boosted clarity. Annabel's ban matched William's goal for a slimmer setup, shifting funds to eco-friendly efforts like low-cost residences. This disentangling emphasized how relative authority interactions can meet budgetary duty, leading to a reassessment of all connected party exchanges. The pivotal instant came in a structured environment echoing ancient Crown assemblies, though updated to current standards. In October 2025, at a confidential council meeting in Buckingham Palace, Camilla and Annabel Elliot were referenced in talks on property administration. While not an actual hearing, the event featured attorneys outlining results on possible resource mishandling, per updates to the Express. Princess Anne's recorded declaration, distributed through the Crown's YouTube and online profiles, acted as the outward expression of this choice. Anne's presentation was strict but steady. Following His Majesty's assignment of Crown budgeting to Catherine and myself, we detected major issues concerning Mrs. Annabel Elliot. Any improper use of Crown resources will face complete consequences, irrespective of kinship. The clip, lasting less than 2 minutes, featured captions and accompanied a media bulletin outlining the Duchy's pledge to change. Catherine's part was more understated, with her approval on supervision papers verifying the command. Informants from Hello magazine in July 2024 highlighted her support for moral methods, inspired by her backing of clarity-oriented non-profits. The referencing in Crown Assembly recalled past examples, such as the 1936 resignation event, where kin issues crossed with national responsibilities. Open files from Companies House display Annabel's business modifying its submissions after the ban, showing the severe sanction. The penalty, approximated at £50,000 from press guesses in The Sun, originated from adherence checks rather than clear deceit. This reveal not only made the ban official, but also indicated a fresh period of responsibility, where even monarchs' relatives are subject to rigorous criteria. To comprehend the aftermath, explore the linked existences of Annabel Elliot and Queen Camilla. Born Sonia Annabel Shand in 1949, 2 years following her sister Camilla, Annabel matured in an affluent Sussex home. Their dad, Major Bruce Shand, an honoured military figure, and mum Rosalind taught strength and imagination. The siblings enjoyed a magical youth, as Annabel described in a 2024 Vanity Fair chat. We experienced this magical upbringing, lounging on the South Downs with our animals and horses. Annabel's path in decor styling started in the 1980s, establishing her named enterprise after education at the Inchbald School of Design. Her collection featured premium jobs for figures like Mick Jagger and luxury inns. Camilla, conversely, journeyed from socialite to Crown partner, wedding Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973 prior to her 2005 marriage to Charles. The siblings' connection strengthened via common events, including Camilla's aid during Annabel's 2010 bereavement of spouse Simon Elliot. Crown occasions frequently featured them side by side, such as at Wimbledon in July 2024. Camilla's rise offered Annabel entry to duchy tasks, a logical expansion of kin bonds. Life stories like Penny Junor's The Duchess explain how Camilla endorsed her sister's abilities, incorporating her into property improvements. However, this intimacy fostered views of favouritism. 2024 surveys from YouGov revealed 58% of UK residents seeing Crown kin agreements doubtfully. Annabel's before-Crown existence, defined by volunteer efforts and worldwide journeys, paralleled Camilla's initiatives, but the monetary knots challenged their endurance. This history shows how individual pasts form Crown disputes, mixing warmth with duty. The ban's effects stretched well past simple salary changes, enforcing real career and image penalties on Annabel Elliot while quietly pressuring Queen Camilla's relative and authoritative stance in the Crown domain. Formerly prohibited from any upcoming Crown agreements with the Duchy of Cornwall, Annabel endured a major image blow, as proven by her enterprise's site discreetly erasing all mentions of duchy jobs by end 2024, per accounts from The Telegraph. This action not only ended a profitable revenue flow lasting almost 2 decades, but also triggered broad press attention, with sources like Page 6 and Fox News portraying it as an intentional disconnection under Prince William's command. While no official substantial penalty was applied, the verdict led to backward monetary examinations, with close sources hinting at possible levy effects on prior refunds, highlighting the wider economic sanctions that might stem from such prominent endings. For Camilla, the open reveal of her siblings' dismissal stirred emotional burdens, as confidants told People magazine of her subdued upset over the kin divide it exposed. Her formerly considerable sway over property issues, which had enabled Annabel's starting role, clearly lessened, matching William's more autonomous and efficient oversight of the duchy. The tale of diverted resources, though frequently exaggerated in sensational titles, really pointed to the reallocation of assets once given to Annabel's offerings, totaling large sums over time, now directed into current duchy plans like eco-agriculture, low-cost homes, and wellness aid schemes, as specified in the 2025 yearly summaries and reviews from the Daily Mail. Wider effects spread across the Crown monetary system, resembling the close watch on other groups like the Archewell Foundation, leading to thorough checks throughout Crown non-profits to confirm no comparable kin setups continued. Annabel's standing, once quietly boosted by Camilla's nearness to authority, now represented a clear emblem of reduced benefits in a time of increased openness. Law specialists, including those referenced in The Guardian, clarified that under systems like the 2011 Charities Act and Crown Estate rules, such bans aim to avoid even apparent interest clashes, possibly enforcing duty steps like improved disclosure needs or short-term resource assessments in shift phases. This sanction stage, though managerial in form, strengthened the Crown's continuing adjustment to modern community hopes of budgetary caution and skill-based functions. Ipsos surveys in November 2025 showed this change, displaying a strong 65% support level for the issue's management among UK participants, with numerous seeing it as an affirmative move toward updating. The outcomes kept spreading externally, promoting not only a more efficient, but a significantly clearer and fairer Crown monetary environment, where even enduring kin connections must submit to ideals of sound administration and community confidence. Surges of feedback flooded worldwide as the ban news erupted, splitting views between custom and change. In Britain, sensational papers like the Daily Mail praised it as a daring position against favouritism, with opinion pieces lauding Anne and Catherine's firmness, stressing how the verdict highlighted a dedication to budgetary care in Crown matters. Supporters of the monarchy assembled digitally, with royal accountability gaining popularity on X, collecting over 500,000 entries in days, many participants cheering the step as essential to update the Crown and remove seen interest conflicts from kin relations. Liberals, though, condemned it as relative disloyalty, with The Guardian commenting on hidden strains after Mexit, implying the ban revealed deeper splits in the royal kin and posed queries on gender roles in palace choices. Analysts on boards like Reddit's Oarstal Royal Gossip argued intensely, with discussions earning thousands of approvals, faulting the move as excessively severe on Camilla's relative. American press, including CNN and Fox News, depicted it as an indicator of updating, likening it to business leadership overhauls, where favoritism faces growing review. 2025 Gallup surveys showed 52% of US citizens considering the royals unimportant during such events, yet 60% backed openness in Crown budgeting, showing a blended feeling that prized duty over heritage. Responses in Europe differed greatly. French media like Le Monde brushed it off as simple inner disputes, not meriting global notice, calling it palace triviality, while German surveys from papers like Bild displayed compassion for Camilla's kin, with 45% of answerers believing the sanction was uneven, considering Annabel's extended contribution. In Spain, El País repeated worries about Crown perks, connecting it to larger European talks on monarchy support. Commonwealth countries, according to BBC accounts, utilised it to doubt Crown importance, with Australian anti-monarchists building momentum via appeals that gathered over 100,000 endorsements, claiming the event uncovered obsolete imperial frameworks. YouGov's December 2025 monitor showed 68% UK endorsement for the ban, raising William's popularity to 72% and Anne's to 65%, as the populace viewed it as a forward-thinking action against possible controversies. Feedbacks divided stars more, with figures like Oprah repeating prior Crown critiques in talks, terming it a stride toward fairness, while others, like UK performers in The Sun writings, protected kin devotion. Online personalities boosted the talk, with popular TikToks dissecting the recorded declaration hitting millions, encouraging chats on favouritism in elite spots. The split intensified discussions on Crown support, firming community call for fairness and stronger supervision in managing taxpayer-backed resources, possibly shaping upcoming rule changes. As the dispute calms, the ban's heritage signals a revamped Crown. Annabel, tough, shifts to independent customers, her enterprise succeeding on its own per 2025 Dorset Commerce accounts. Camilla handles her position elegantly, concentrating on reading non-profits during wellness worries. William's duchy prospers, with earnings rising 5% in 2025, supporting green efforts. Anne and Catherine's supervision establishes examples for upcoming management, stressing ability over connections. Forecasts from Crown specialists in Hindustan Times predict men's, with kin bonds lasting. Ipsos patterns estimate Crown support at 62% by 2026. This incident, full of excitement and alteration, highlights the Windsors' flexibility, securing their importance in an evolving society.